we had moved back to Tulsa and been there for a couple of years, and I was head of a division of a company that was doing very well. And I was driving down the road one day heading to an appointment, and the Lord revealed to me that I was moving back to Houston. And it just was really startled me. And I came home and told my wife, the Lord told me we were going to move back to Houston. And she said, well, wow. And so about 6 weeks later, I was driving down the road again, and the Lord told me, you're moving back to Houston. And the business was going very well at the time. Well, a few days later, it turns out that my division had been sold. It was going to be rolled into another company, and I had the choice of being unemployed or going to Venezuela. I went to Venezuela to check it out, and I saw there was no way for that business to be successful there. And so I said that I wasn't going. And so I thought I would be unemployed. But on the way back to Tulsa from Venezuela, I stopped through Houston and talked to a guy, and he offered me a job. I had several other opportunities, but at that point in my life, I could have made the wrong decision. But it was so imperative and so much in my heart that I knew that I was supposed to move back to Houston, and this was my ticket. And some other opportunities looked equally good, but that was the decision. And as it turns out, as I look back, and this has been almost 30 years ago, that Houston was where I was supposed to be, and the Lord had His hand of protection on me to keep me from doing something maybe I shouldn't be doing. And this is where I was able to serve during that time. It had a profound effect on my life, as you can imagine. I can tell you truthfully that the Lord, His hand of protection has been on me all over my life, because there's been so many times that bad things could happen. I was married the first time. When I got out of college, my wife had some type of disease, but they didn't know what it was, and they finally diagnosed it. They gave her 2 years to live, and she lived 5. And so after I got out of college, I went to work for a company and got on their insurance. I was about to run out of insurance money because they'd gone through the cap, and I got a job offer from another place. And so I went to work for that company, and it was a great company, got a raise out of that, and I worked for them for about 18 months, and I was about to run out of insurance again. Then they had to change insurance companies. So the new insurance company took over. I got a new set of upper limits on the cap. It was used that up, and I was just about to run out of insurance, and she passed, and that was almost 5 years. And so here again, I was really saved from financial ruin. The Lord brought me through that, and it was a very scary time in my life, because it was a day-to-day thing with a lot of, I won't go into the medical details, but there was a lot of tragedy associated with that, and a lot of scary stuff, and a lot of trips to the hospital. But the Lord came through.